What
Mm.
is it that will be doing today? Well, as the title suggests, our is to help you guys hook your readers with just one sentence. So,
Right, that sounds good. Well, if you guys are ready, then type I'm ready in the chat right now, our SpongeBob style, and let's see how many of you are prepared and excited for today's session. Oh, I see it. Oh, someone even said, I was born ready. I love that energy.
awesome. Yes.
How about people on YouTube? Are you guys ready?
Are you guys ready? Come on. Come on. Let me see them. Let me see your readiness in the chat. Yes.
Awesome. So many ready people.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's the spirit. Okay. So if you guys are ready, then let's start. So, okay, so some of you might be asking, why should you have a log line prepared? Well, picture it this way. You are at an anime convention and you meet a famous publisher from Weekly Shonen Jump in an elevator. You have less than 30 seconds to tell them what's your story about. So, with that, let's start a 30-second timer. So, how will you do it?
Okay.
It's a time pressure, everyone. Type your one liner in the chat right now and we'll be counting down.
Yeah.
So, again, picture yourselves in an elevator.
With a famous publisher who could possibly change your life if you give them a good pitch.
Yes. So, write that pitch right now within 30 seconds.
Mhm. I'm, isn't that 30 minutes your timer?
Oops. Oh. Oh. Oh, well,
Just go to 15 seconds right now. A lot of people are gonna.
you can do it, guys. Oh my gosh, it's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. You still have 7 seconds left. I
Five.
bought you 1 second. Two, one. There we go.
Mm.
Okay. So we'll choose some pitches to be read by you guys here on Zoom. So let me choose three people to share their pitches. I'm gonna pick randomly. So good luck with everyone. So first, it's Andrea Narva is here. If you are here, you can unmute and say your pitch
Yes, I'm
out
here.
loud. Yes, please do say your pitch out loud.
Yes. A girl with memory problems leads a revolution.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Thank you. And the next one is Savior Shimi. Are you here? Please unmute and then say your
Uh,
pitch out loud. Yes, go ahead.
I'm here. Uh, man, everyone. It's an exiled anomaly that battles interdimensional threats without the use of magic while trying to forge a legacy.
Mhm.
Mm. Okay.
Interesting. And then last but not the least, hmm, hold on. How about hmm, Kisara? I think let's hear one from our students as well. So Kisara, please
Hi,
do
hi.
please do share
Um,
your
I
log
don't have
line.
much time, but yeah, two girls try to prank each other, but have to intellectually battle a Norse mafia god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
Mafia.
interesting. Thank you for sharing. I think that random pick was good.
It seems
You,
so like comedic.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we've heard some stories, I'd like to ask you guys, would you read those stories that were shared earlier? Or would you read the the log lines or the pitches your other uh, participants who shared here?
Mm.
Yes, Akeisha would read it. Xavier would read it.
Rivers
Of
here said something interesting. I'd read two out of three of them. Okay?
hmm You'd
Mm-hmm.
read them. Yes, they're interesting. Yes, yes. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. So, were you able to? So now I want to hear from those who answered, not from just the ones we called in those 30 seconds. Are you confident that you were able to sum up your story quickly and clearly? So, if you did, please drop the raise hand emoji in the chat. Were you confident that you were able to sum up your story quickly and clearly? If you do, please please drop a raised hand emoji in the chat. And those for the YouTube as well. Yes, please do raise your hands if you felt like you've delivered your story quickly and clearly. Yes, yes. Mhm.
We got a couple of raised hands, but also we got people are saying or doubting themselves over here.
Mhm.
Someone's chatting,
Yeah.
someone's chatting ellipsis. If you guys found it hard, that's totally fair. And to be fair, it's actually really hard to explain a story so quickly, especially when you're not expecting to be telling it to someone, right? But
Yes,
that is
definitely.
what we're here for today. Yeah, Coach Hannah and me, Coach Sim, we're gonna help you guys be able to tell your story quickly and clearly so that you can hook people in. So, why do we even need this exercise? Like, why just one sentence? Well, guys, publishers read thousands of stories submitted to them every day. They need a quick way to find the best ones, the ones that can get readers hooked. And that's where a super short and interesting pitch comes in. So, if you all can sum up your story in one sentence, it really helps them notice your work among thousands of other stories being submitted to them.
So that's why we're here. So it's to help you learn how to get your manga readers hooked with one sentence. So make sure to stick with us. And for those in the YouTube channel, make sure to watch all the way to the end. In today's training, you'll learn the two main steps to write a good one sentence pitch. The first is to provide a clear idea of your main plot and central conflict. And the second one is to identify your story's core elements. What is the message? What is the goal? What do you want your readers to think or feel? What do you want? Why do you want people to take, or what do you want people to take away from your story? Now, if you might be asking, why should you listen to us? Well, because we're speaking, of course, but no. You should listen to us because, first off, we've worked with amazing manga artists, such as Yazawa Sensei, who made Wedding Peach, and Renesaya, who's also worked on manga and collaborated on how to make manga books. Together, they have 50 years of combined experience in the manga industry. They've done it all. They've won contests, got published, and even taught beginner students in Japan on how to draw manga. Obviously, they know what they're doing and they can help you. We've also worked with Steph Pastrano, a professional webtoon artist. He started out as a social media as a fan artist to popular shonen series, and now he's also the lead artist on an ongoing webtoon and is working on doujinshis. And recently, we've also welcomed a new mentor in our ranks, which is the one and only Art Crumbs. creator of the God's Bane series, and as well as the creator of the Viz Originals One Shot Onami. In the last 3 years, we've worked with nearly 400 beginner anime and manga artists. And we've seen pretty amazing transformations like the ones you see on screen. So here we have Steven. So as you can see, Steven is fond of creating these fun 4 panel mangas. And recently we've seen Steven's improvements in the past few months. He's been doing really good, and he can even create up to very polished storyboards in a matter of an hour. So,
Mhm.
and also next one, we also have Jay here, one of our students who, within 4 months, was able to practice creating storyboards for Yonkomas, and is also improving on creating his storyboards. He also even managed to try out joining a manga contest. So, and also we have Garrett here. Uh, Within 2 months, he has big improvements. He made big improvements with the storyboarding, inking, and so much more. And you know what's the best part? The best part is he did this traditionally. It's not digital; it's done traditionally. So when he shows it to us, they are scanned works or pictures that are taken with the photo of. They are all done traditionally. So now we're here to take the next level and help you create a manga that you are or you'd feel proud of. You've seen how we'd help our students, and we're super excited to do this free training and also to get you to that next level. So again, are you guys excited? Are you guys excited?
Are you
Type
guys
and
excited? Let's go.
type
Type I'm
excited
excited
in the
in
chat
the
if you
chat.
are. So for
Yes,
those
I'm very
here,
excited.
Wow, someone's overly excited.
hey Michael.
Okay, just as a reminder, let's please not unmute when we're not
Yeah.
asked to, but we really appreciate your
Uh-huh.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, let's not unmute when not needed. Yeah.
We appreciate it though. Okay, lots
Yeah.
of excited people. Even YouTube's excited. Let's go.
Awesome, awesome. That's good. That's good. Okay.
And we got a bunch of enthusiastic people, all right. And for those who are still on the fence, guys, please hear us out. Settle in and stick around if one, you believe you have a unique story and message you want to share, but after years of working on it, you still have nothing to show. Two, if you feel overwhelmed by your long, complicated story and don't quite know where to start. And also, if you believe it's your life goal to share your story and you're ready to commit. And lastly, if you also want to publish your manga, join contests, and eventually work with publishers, if any of these aren't exactly the reason why you're here, we really don't want to waste your time, honestly. You can leave Zoom right now and maybe come back another day if you're finally ready to commit. Actually, I don't think any of you guys in Zoom left. All right. So that means everyone is committed, right? Let's go. Um, if you're still here with us, then congratulations. Like you staying here at this point just proves that you're the kind of mangaka that we're looking for. Like you believe in yourself and your own potential. And us here in LTDM, we're ready to give you the tools to get to your goals. So let's all give ourselves a round of applause and drop the clapping emoji in chat. Fun.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's give those applaud here. Let's applaud. Let's give your come on. Throw your hands. Just kidding. Throw your
Someone
hands.
is even pushing up. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have some
Awesome.
confidence in yourself. Yeah. So make sure you all stay until the Q&A at the very end, and we'll also reveal how you can work with us.
And for those who are in, again, we are I'm Coach Kana, and with me is Coach Sim, and we're from the LTDM's Student Success Team, and we're here to help you. All right, so when it comes to attracting readers and publishers, the first thing you need is what we would like to call the ideation formula. So you may be wondering, Coach Ken, what is this? Why is there a formula? We're supposed to be doing art, not math. Well, unfortunately, guys, well, we'll give you a problem. If I give you 10 apples and then I'll give you 15 apples, how many mangoes do you have? Just kidding.
Oh my goodness. It's bringing
So
back
well,
memories.
so well, just kidding. But the formula is this. So here's an example of the formula. The first is, what if a teenage boy who's a martial arts prodigy plus turns into a girl when exposed to cold water and turns back into a boy when exposed to hot water. So, do you think you can guess what anime this is? Which anime or which manga this comes from?
Oh, I immediately saw correct answers.
Yes.
You guys have culture and taste.
Yes. So if you took a guess, correct, it's Ranma one half, and that's good. Good job for getting it quickly. So, so in writing, the what if scenario is what we would like to call a quick pitch or a hook. It's good to have an answer to that what if question, but by itself, it doesn't really give us a full picture of what the story is going to be. We just know what's in it, but we don't know the answers to what's going to happen, or why should I care, or why should the editor of Weekly Shonen Jump care. So this is what the logline comes in, or this is where our logline comes in. So if you are asking what is a logline is a sentence that sums up what your story is about. This is used to quickly tell us the essence of your story and is often used to attract the interest of publishers, producers, and of course, your audiences. So log lines are snappy, precise, but interesting. When you have less than a minute to talk to people about what your story is, this is how you're going to tell them about it. And when you write a really good log line, it's going to be the thing that makes people go, wow, I need to read this. And also, knowing how to make a logline is especially helpful if one of your end goals is to pitch to manga editors. In fact, even our very own pro mangaka mentor, Izawa Sensei, said that if you can't even explain your story in a single or a few sentences, then you're not likely going to be able to give a spark or get interest in that story if you can't explain all the details in just one sentence. So how should we do this? Well, the rule of thumb here is to kiss your log line. Yes, kiss them. Give them a good smooch like that,
Mwah.
like mwah, like that. No, but but the thing is, we don't. It, and what we meant is to keep it short and simple. And by this, we don't mean that it's so simple that it turns out boring. No. Your log line should still have enough context for the readers to know if they'll be interested in continuing to read your story. So again, writing a good log line needs to needs to kiss the listeners, okay? Meaning it should be short and simple. So remember to that, okay? Steal it. So when you are crafting your log line, make sure it answers the following question. First, the main character. Who is the hero of your story? Why should your readers be interested in his journey? Next, what is the goal? What is your character trying to achieve? And of course, if there's a goal, there's the conflict. So of course, there's going to be conflict. What's standing in their way? And if they have a goal, of course, there should be stakes. So what happens if they fail? What are the stakes in their journey? For example, check this hook from a popular anime and manga. Can you guess which anime this is from? So let me read it for you. What if two brothers tried to use forbidden alchemy to bring their mother back to life, but instead they lost parts of their own bodies, which forces them to go on a dangerous quest to find a stone that might restore them? So, can you guess which anime this is from? Is that
Who is saying Bocce the Rock?
what? Okay, so is the anime title goated anime? No. But yeah, I was seeing most of you guys sharing the correct answers. Yes, it's from FMA or Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, awesome. So I'm really glad that you guys have guessed it. And if you answered Bocce the Rock, you are definitely uh correct that you are wrong.
Oh my goodness, Coach Kenna.
Okay. So now let's read the log line. Two brothers search for a powerful stone to fix their bodies after a failed attempt to bring their mother back to life. But dangerous enemies and dark secrets stand in their way. So now let me ask you guys, what's the difference between the two? What do you think is the difference between our hook and our log line? Come on, type it in the chat. We'd like to see your insights and your comments on this. What's the difference between a hook and a log line? Mhm. The hook is more detailed, while the log line is simple and short. The hook is a
Mm.
tension grabber. Mhm. The log line is more simple, a lot less detail, but more about the general direction of the story. Mhm. The hook is
Mm.
more detailed and makes you go ooh, while the log line is like, okay, here it is. That's fun.
Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
have some
Those
interesting
are,
answers, right?
yeah. Okay, so let's break the log lines. In the log line, you'll find the main characters mentioned as the two brothers. Their goal is to find a powerful stone that will fix their bodies. And you can see it in the logline why they got themselves into that situation as well, because of a failed attempt to bring their mother back to life. However, there is the conflict, which is they have enemies and dark secrets standing in their way, and if they don't overcome this, and the stakes are they might not be able to find the stone to fix their bodies. But also, we have to remember that even if our story doesn't have an extreme or action packed conflict or obstacle to overcome, the same elements will still apply. So, you guys are correct. The logline gives us more detail, but is concise. So even if if your story doesn't have extreme or action-packed conflict or obstacle to overcome, the same elements would still apply. For example, in this logline for Nichijou, the main goal of these characters is just to get through life while dealing with weird events they experience on a day-to-day basis. So the logline is this. In a seemingly normal town, three high school girls deal with super weird and funny things every day, like talking cats, a robot classmate, and crazy adventures that makes their lives anything but normal. So the main characters here are the three high school girls. The goal is these girls want to live their lives as normally as possible, despite all the weirdness around them. The conflict is the strange and unpredictable things that keeps on happening, like talking cats, a robot classmate, and also some bizarre adventures. And the stakes are if they fail to manage the chaos, their lives will be filled with nonstop craziness, making it impossible to have a typical school experience or even stay sane.
Right. So whether you guys like have an action-packed epic story or a simple slice of life kind of story, your logline should be able to explain what your character's goal is, what stands in their way, and what happens if they don't get past the conflict or obstacles in achieving their goal. And here you can see in the logline for Nichijou, like we kind of explained more in detail, like exactly what the conflicts and stakes are, even if they're not exactly worded in the log line. But your viewers should be able to get a sense of that from reading your super short log line.
Yes, definitely. And so when you do start working on your logline, don't just stick with your first idea. Try to experiment with different versions of your logline and find the one that best describes the very core of your story. Now you may ask, why is it important for us to do this? So let me show you some examples again based on the same series so that you guys can understand this better. So the first log line is the same as we had earlier. And for the second log line, we made how we made so and for the second log line we made, how about we call someone to read it aloud? So I'll pick randomly based on our list here and see who can read our log lines. So, who will be our tribute for
Tribute.
today? Yes. Mm-hmm. Perhaps uh, I'd like to summon uh Michael Evans. Please read the second log line.
I have been summoned.
Yes,
Welcome.
indeed.
Two young alchemists fight dangerous enemies and uncover secret plots as they search for a powerful stone to restore their lost bodies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do I go back to
Oh,
the Shadow Realm now?
yes, please. I banish you once again. Just kidding. Okay, so question. What's the difference between the two versions? So please type in your comments in the chat. Yes, go ahead.
Cool. Actually, let's read something from YouTube, right? I have
Yes,
the
yes.
YouTube comments, I
Go
mean,
ahead.
pulled
Go
up
ahead.
right here. So, Yuichi from YouTube says the logline number two is more like complicated and seem like searching the stone like side quest. Oh, I see. I guess because in the second logline, we don't really mention the stone, yeah, so that part of the plot is kind of omitted. Okay, that's a good observation. Oh, what about over here at Zoom?
So for here, the first log line has more unnecessary information. The second one is a bit more vague. The bottom one is less wordy. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those are all interesting answers, and um, your observations are pretty much all correct. As the readers or the audience that someone is targeting or marketing their log lines to, all of your observations are valid. And honestly, I think the second one isn't necessarily bad. It's just lacking for the story that is being presented. Like, if I read this second one, I would be imagining a more action packed story, possibly a lot of comedy, like typical shonen. But if you have me read the first one, I'm gonna be like, that's pretty sad, like the mention of the mother. And then the first one kind of sets the tone for a more gloomy atmosphere, I would say. And like honestly, what's interesting is the second one would actually still attract people, but possibly a different audience compared to the first one. So you do have to think of who you're proposing your idea to. A little bit like when I'm recommending some anime to a female friend with the same taste as me, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you gotta watch Jujutsu Kaisen. There's gonna be lots of hot men." Compared to if I'm recommending like to a straight male friend, right? Like I'm gonna be, "Oh, the fight scenes here are amazing." So definitely think about which audience you're presenting it to when you make a log line.
And here we have another example of a different logline with the same anime. So again, I'll pick a tribute. So I'll have someone read it. So again, does anyone want to volunteer as tribute?
I see Imagine raising their hand.
Mm-hmm. Who
That's me.
volunteered?
It's
Mm-hmm.
me.
Go ahead.
All
Go
right
ahead,
then.
Majid.
Thank you so much. And you pronounced my name correctly too. Thank you. All right. Two brothers search for a powerful stone to fix their bodies, but after a failed attempt to bring their mother back to life, but dangerous enemies and dark secrets stand in their way.
What about the
Versus,
second one? Oh, sorry,
yes,
yeah.
I was just about to get to that one. After a tragic accident leaves them broken, two brothers risk everything to find a powerful stone, but the truth behind it may cost them even more. Ooh, I think
There you go.
I'm drawn towards the second one.
Okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
really?
Thank you, Majid. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Imagine is more drawn towards the second one. But, like, again, I would like to ask everyone, what's the difference? How come some people are more attracted to the first one? How come some people are more attracted to the second one?
So again, what's the difference? Type in your observations. Come on. Let me hear them in the comments.
Mm. The second one, wait, oh my god, the comments are rolling. The second one has simple yet attention grasping wording. And why might that be?
The second one brings a bit more mystery and more question. Mm-hmm. It also gives you more intrigue by throwing a concept or a question that makes you curious, and you have to read it out, to read it to find the answer. Mhm.
Yeah, so those observations are definitely correct. And the third version over here has a more mysterious vibe, I would say, and also puts more emphasis on what happens if they fail. And again, I'm seeing a lot of people commented the third version is more of a mysterious vibe. So again, it's gonna be more, your logline is going to be based on what audience you're trying to attract, right? Like for
Mhm.
this, the third version of the logline will probably attract those who like more mysterious concepts than action, perhaps. Yeah.
And once you have at it with experimenting, you have to choose the one that answered this question: why should people? So you have to be able to think about who your target audience is and how will they present your story in a way that will appeal to them. So again, why should people care? And if I'm the editor, why should I care? Right? So the answers must be clear. What do they want to truly achieve or overcome? What or who is standing in their way? And what will happen if they fail to meet that goal? So now that you know what you need to do to make a convincing logline, here's a challenge for you. Think about a story you have or something that you are currently working on. Present your story in free version. Make three different loglines. And remember to include the following: who is the hero of your story? What are they trying to achieve? What's standing in their way? And what happens if they fail? So you guys should have around 10 minutes.
Yes. 10 minutes to create three different log lines and make sure it's the same story.
So a reminder to please share your logline in the chat. And also, please remember to keep all free loglines in just one chat. They're all going to be one sentence each, so it shouldn't be that long. But again, please keep all free loglines in just one chat. Okay? Make sure it's only in one chat, not three separate ones.
Yes,
Because
or
if
else
it's
we're not gonna take them.
yeah, we won't take the separate ones like uh, A and then B and then C. It should be in just one chat, A, B, C. Okay?
Mm, yeah, right.
Okay.
So take your time and really think about the essence of your story. Like, what parts can you omit from each log line? What's the most important thing that you will see in the log line in every versions, stuff like that. Also, if you finish early, you can go ahead and send in chat. But again, all three different versions must be in one chat. And we'll still pick at random. It's not first come, first serve, so take your time. And if you guys have any questions, do ask away.
I think our our participants are in a pressure cooker.
Oh yeah, I see people already chatting and it's just one version. Again, we need all three versions in one chat. And for this, I think Coach Canna will be putting everything in a doc file so that we can read
Yes,
everything
definitely.
yeah, better. I am cooked, dog, and someone is shaking. Don't be nervous. There's like about 8 minutes left. You guys can definitely do this. I think going in here, like in this Zoom, you guys probably already have ideas of your own. So, don't be shy to present them. Let's all hear like these ideas that you want to create. Yes, someone's asking one sentence. Yes, a log line is just one sentence. However, we are looking for three different versions. So it's going to be three different sentences of the same story.
But make sure that these are included: the main character, the goal, the conflict, and also the stakes. Okay? Make sure that these are included in your log line.
Mhm. Also, when it comes to like verbal presentation of your log lines, right? Well, actually, the ones we pick, we'll have them read all of their log lines for us. So if you're presenting your log lines verbally, you also have to be convincing. Okay, I'm seeing some interesting ones here already.
Mm-hmm.
And we are picking from Zoom just because I'm sorry for the people over at YouTube. There's probably like a chat character limit, so
Yeah, probably
yeah.
you we won't, but we are picking here from Zoom. Just a reminder. But for those in YouTube, please do hang around still and see some stuff your other participants say. Okay,
And that's why you guys should join Zoom session.
definitely.
Majid asks, what if we can't come up with three versions in 10 minutes? Well, honestly,
That's
you
too
can just
bad.
do your best. No, don't
Yeah,
say that.
just
Don't say
kidding.
that.
But
Well,
you
you're basically
can.
saying skill issue.
Just kidding. I mean, the thing here is it's a challenge. So make sure to type it in even if you don't finish within those 10 minutes because uh even if you just finish through that's good. uh yeah, the thing is it's a practice on how you can like come up with your log line very quickly because if you meet someone like an editor, you don't have the leisure of 10 minutes to think of your log line. So think of this as practice, an easy practice, because if it's a harder practice it's going to be 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So definitely do try your best to make sure that you can deliver free log lines in those 10 minutes.
I guess because we're
So
also expecting that you're not creating like a story immediately out of the fly. Like we're kind of expecting that you already
have
have
one.
stories that yeah
Mhm,
are close to your hearts. Like it could be an idea you thought of
mhm.
like years ago, but you never really expounded on.
Yes, definitely. That's where this comes to play. When you meet an editor, usually you already have your story drafted out. It already has its storyline. But what the thing is, you need to have that log line ready as well. So that's where this comes to play. So if usually if you cannot finish that log line within 10 minutes, it might be because you are creating the story on the fly. It's not yet existing, but having a log line that can be done in 10 minutes means that you already have an existing story,
Mhm.
right?
I see Michael
So
is raising his hand. Like, do you have a question?
Yeah, how do you skip lines in chat without pressing enter?
Oh, shift. I believe it's
sh-
either control enter or shift enter.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Do your best. Come on, guys. We have like 3 minutes. I think Coach Kana is already picking a
yeah,
couple.
I'm picking a few here that I see.
Also, it is shift enter. Okay, okay. We have our Zoom aficionados over here.
Yes, those who are already used to doing stuff are going joining in Zoom session. Okay, I'm picking out. Hmm,
Oh, I'm actually seeing one of our mentors over here on YouTube, Art Crumbs.
hi Jackson. Hi.
Hi,
Yes.
Dan.
Hi Jackson. Hello, hello. You
So,
think you
yes.
can hide from us, but we see you as well.
Yeah, we're checking YouTube.
we see we see you as well. Hello, hello.
So Mentor Jackson or Art Crumbs is one of our mentors here over here at Learn to Draw Manga, who we
who made the series
God's
God's
Bane.
Bane
Yeah,
and also the Viz originals Onami. Very good. I'm so sorry, my brain is lagging.
Sarah is morning. But so Art Crumbs actually holds sessions wherein they critique students' works over here at LTDM. And while this is a logline workshop, um, the mentors tend to critique more on the art side, storyboarding, your manga, or call this your manga know-hows.
Mm.
I am seeing someone spam. Please do not spam even on YouTube. Like, come on, give others a time to put in their own work.
Guys, spamming is not fun, especially if it's not canned, okay? Don't.
Hmm.
Just don't.
Do
Just
you
don't.
like spam? Do you like the spam? The canned
Like,
spam?
of course, the Korean ones, the ones that are
Oh,
they're delicious.
all right. Five
But the
seconds left.
original one, not not sure.
We're getting distracted. We're getting distracted. All right.
Okay, so I'll pick three students to share their works here. I've picked out three of them,
Mhm. Can you
and
present
then
your draw
yes,
style?
definitely. It's kind of messy, but I'll I haven't included names, but hold on. Where is it? There we go. Is it there? There we go. So first one, I believe this is from. Hold on. Here's my. I really forgot how to add. The the first one is from. It's from Roll Bertation. So if you are here, please do tell your log line to us. Okay, you can unmute and then share your log lines with us. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh my goodness. Take your time.
A lonely gamer discovers a mysterious artifact and is guided by ancient shadows to stop history's darkest events, only to uncover a secret that connects him to other versions of himself. When a gamer stumbles into a dimension beyond time, the beings guide him to rewrite humanity's worst moments or risks losing every version of himself. A boy from Fukushima travels through time to prevent disaster, but the true mystery lies in the ancient secrets watching him and the versions of him that may not survive.
Okay, thank you. And then the next one is Christian Stovall. Stovall, did I mention it correctly? If you're here, please move the glass. Just kidding. You can unmute and share your log lines with us.
Hello,
So
hello.
Christian,
Testing, testing.
yes, go
Yes, we
ahead.
hear you.
All right. Yes, I'll do my best dramatic reading.
Go ahead.
Hey, logline A. Plagued by vivid otherworldly visions and an echoing call of a voice he cannot place, Natulin, an amnesiac wanderer, finds himself drawn into a hidden conflict between ancient powers. Logline B. Driven by fragments of his recovered memories, Natulin begins a perilous journey to discover the truth of his origins and the fate of the Chul tribe, the people he feels a lingering connection to, but cannot fully remember. Logline C. Driven by fragments of recovered memories. Wait, yeah. So I thought I skipped one.
Okay, go.
Okay. Logline C. As Noctulin's as Noctulin's memories return in haunting clarity, he realizes the truth. The Chul tribe, once guardians of Morothia's balance, were betrayed and nearly wiped out in a catastrophic event known as the Great Shattering.
These are
Very
interesting.
interesting. We
Thank you.
definitely see. Oh yeah, sure. Thank you
Yeah,
for sharing. We
thank you for
definitely some
sharing.
world building in there.
No
And
Yeah.
problem.
We see that you've taken down notes before doing this, so good job on that one. And next, I believe so would be Mallory. So Mallory, are you here? If you can, please unmute and share your log lines with us.
Can you guys hear me?
yes,
Yes,
we can.
yes.
Okay. A young doctor and his two younger brothers take in a young pregnant girl to live with them after finding out she is being targeted by a gang. A doctor rescues a young pregnant homeless girl and tries to protect her from a terrible gang who is looking for her. Dr. Mayaku rescues a girl who has ties to a gang, and when she starts living with them and his two brothers, they find out she is pregnant with the member of that gang.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, all
Very
this.
soap opera.
Yes, yes. I like this. Good. Thank you, Mallory. Good job. Good job. Thank you for sharing.
So was it that
Okay.
escalated, but fire exactly
Yeah.
It pretty much is a soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie, thank you so much. We definitely see the vision.
Yeah. So, oh, oopsies. Not, nope. Okay, I think I, sorry. Where? Hold on, let me, yeah. So, after leak, so let's give feedback on these stuff here. Okay. So for the first one, we see that, hold on, it's from Rolbert, right? Where you mentioned that a lonely gamer discovers previous artifacts and is guided by ancient shadows to history's dark events, only to uncover a secret that connects him to other versions of himself. So you see here that he the goal is already here, but I don't see the stakes here. So perhaps if you kind of like look at it more closely, or if you revisit this, perhaps what you can do is always include the stakes. So what happens if he doesn't uh gather the mysterious artifacts? What happens then? And also on the second one, when a gamer stumbles into a dimension beyond time, shadow beings guide him to rewrite humanity's worst moments or risk losing every version of himself. Now, this second one actually is better than the first one because on here, you can see that you've already provided the character, what
Mm.
happened, and the stakes and the conflict, right? And then on the third one, a boy from Fukushima travels through time to prevent disaster. But the true mystery lies in the ancient secret watching him and the versions of him that may not survive. So the
Mm.
free is more vague and it's actually more gripping. So I think though if you're going to kind of like do this again, perhaps you can mix logline one and logline three. Kind of like reformulate the best bits of it and do your final log line. So perhaps what you can do here, role rotation, is that as I go to the other ones, perhaps what you can do is try to formulate that final log line, and then I'll call you later on after these three to present that final log line. How does that sound? So perhaps you can do that. And then let's move on with I believe this is from Christian. So so for Christian, you really did good with the presentations of these three log lines. You built it well. That's what I can definitely say. So the first one, plagued by vivid otherworldly visions and the echoing of a small voice he cannot place, Natsulan, an amnesiac wanderer, finds himself drawn to a hidden conflict between ancient powers. So for this one, I think you focus more on the world building part of the logline, which is the who or the main character. But you've presented a bit of the conflict, but again, there's no stakes in it. So ideally, you should present the stakes as well. So also on the B log line, driven by fragments of recovered memories, Nathalan begins a perilous journey to discover the truth of his origins and the fate of the Chul tribe. The people he feels a lingering connection but cannot fully remember. So for this one, you present the goal, the character, the journey, but I don't see the conflict and the stakes, right? So perhaps you should also think of that one. And for the sea log line, as Natalie's memories return into a in haunting clarity, he realizes the truth. The Shul tribe, once the guardians of the Meropia's balance, were betrayed and nearly wiped out in a catastrophic event known as a Great Shattering. So for this one, you presented the conflict. So uh, looking at this, I think you kind of like dissected some parts and retained some parts on the different log lines. So same with my previous input. Perhaps you can kind of like choose which parts to use to create that final log line that includes the the character, the goal, the conflict, and the stakes. Because uh, as I see here, they feel like they're you're like telling a story in forms of different log lines, but your log line must give your reader or the editor the whole gist of it in one sitting while keeping them intrigued. So remember to have the character, the goal, the conflict, and the stakes. It's important to have that there. Because if you don't, uh, you're kind of like, hey, there's this good Sunday, there's this good ice cream store here. Where and then you're not like giving the whole information of it. What it feels is that is it's well written, but it lacks some important parts. Okay, so I think you can kind of like mix some parts of these three different log lines and create that final log line. Okay, and then for Mallory, uh, I think you you've also sent in different log lines, so let me read them once again. A young doctor and his two younger brothers take in a young pregnant girl to live with them after finding out she is being targeted by a gang. So for here, you see the conflict, the characters, but I don't see the goal or the stakes. And then for the second one, a doctor rescues a young pregnant homeless girl and tries to protect her from a terrible gang who is looking for her. So it's similar to the first one, but I don't see the stakes again. And then, and also the goal. And then on the third one, Dr. Miyaku rescues a girl who has ties to a gang. And when she starts living with him, and his two brothers, they found that he's pregnant with a member of that gang. So it's kind of similar to the first two ones, but you'll really need to have a better logline, which includes the main character, the conflict, the journey, and the goals.
Mm.
So remember these tips. You have to keep it simple. You have to highlight the character's goal, the conflict, and the stakes. And you
Cool.
have to explore the different angles. And of course, test your log lines with others.
Right. So also I want to give like a general tip. Like I've observed some of the log lines given here. You guys actually include the names of your main characters, right? So typically, when it's like a first edition of a story, or I mean like the first chapter or volume of a story, it's not really recommended to say or like mention the name of your main characters, and that's just because the readers don't know your characters yet. Like, so instead of just saying the main character's name, I mean, you pretty much have to describe them, what they do. Um, so like here, Dr. Miyaku rescues a girl, right? Um, this kind of logline would work for like a second volume or a second chapter of a story. Like think of it like episodes, because the readers or the audience are already familiar with Dr. Miyaku. So, as compared to a young doctor and his two younger brothers, so the audience gets a piece of information. Dr. Miyaku is a young doctor that the third one couldn't give. So being a younger doctor has some implications. Like, could he be inexperienced or could he actually be a young genius? And it'll make the readers uh, more interested or kind of more curious to find out exactly what this young doctor can do. Also, in um, the second example is given by Christian, I believe. uh, Natulin's as Natulin's memories return in haunting clarity, he realizes the truth. The Chul tribe, once the guardians of oh, I'm sorry if I'm gonna butcher this. Miro-Esia's balance were betrayed and nearly wiped out in a catastrophic event known as the Great Shattering. You mentioned like a bunch of names, or uh, not even just the characters, but the names of the events. The names of the events like actually work. However, again, the readers are yet to be attached to your main character, to Natulen. So they might not exactly care for this character yet. So, you have to establish a connection between your main character and the audience as compared to your first logline. um, you mentioned that Natulan is an amnesiac wanderer. I think readers would find that piece of information more interesting than finding out Natulan's name. Again, only in like the first volume or first chapter of your story. Oh yeah, that's it for me.
So yeah. So when you come with log lines, you don't need to give like the whole info dump or info overload. Give them a glimpse of it.
Mm.
And that's where these tips come into play. Hold on. There we go. So these where these tips come into play. So keep it short and simple. Highlight the character's goals, the conflict, and the stakes. Explore different angles and also test your log lines with others. So these are the main points of this workshop. So again, keep it short and simple, highlight the character's goal, the conflict and the stakes, explore different angles, and then test your log line with others. So if you have a friend like, hey, what do you think of this? dump the log line, and then check their reaction on how they respond. If they get interested in it, then perhaps that log line works. If it doesn't, then perhaps you can try different log lines and also try testing it with different kinds of people as well. So that way you'll know which of your log lines work and which doesn't. And it gives you room to work on creating that log line. And that is how you hook reverse with just one sentence.
Right. Okay. Let's all give ourselves a round of applause. Good job with the activity, everyone. And thank you again so much for those who participated and for those who were chosen. Definitely keep it up. We see all that potential.
Yes. So you guys are doing well. So you guys did well with this workshop, and I'm proud of you. And yeah, so
However, it's not over yet.
yes, this session is not over yet. So we ask you guys to please stay tuned for the Q&A later. Okay? So now that you know what a log line is and how to make one, let me ask you this thing. Do you have an awesome story idea, but can't figure out how to make it work? Do you feel like your drawings don't really show how cool your story is? Or do you dream of making a standout one shot, but feel stuck and unsure how to do it? So, if you relate to these, type yes in the comments. Okay, yes, yes, good, good. Awesome. So, I see that everyone wants to figure out their drawing, their stories, their one shot, and wants to improve on those. Awesome. These are good. These are good. Mhm. Good, good. Yes, yes. So, if you are, if you answered yes to any of these questions, then we're inviting you to apply to our online one-shot manga drawing program. You'll get the opportunity to work with our Japanese pro mangaka mentors and be part of an awesome community of the aspiring mangaka like yourself. So just like our students who are, I see some of you here. So I'm not gonna name drop you, but you know who you are. You'll learn everything from manga drawing basics to crafting a full one-shot manga from start to finish. So here's some of our students from our program. So here's Donovan, who finished his one shot who had this progress within 4 months. Also, Donovan recently joined uh one of the one of the World This World manga contests recently, and he finished and also submitted to it. Next is one of our students, which is Courtney. So Courtney enjoyed the sense of a community and the friendliness the group has fostered among itself and its members. And her favorite part is being in this program is the privilege of getting critiques from mangaka instructors who have first-hand experience in the field. And being able to converse with them and have them critique her work has given her a better understanding of what she should and shouldn't do. So as you can see, Courtney has very significant progress from January to September. So it's like 9 months. But the September one, I believe she has submitted this to Wordless World manga contest as well. And of course, you also have Eduardo. So from Eduardo, I reached a new level of detail and characterization, learned more about backgrounds and how to be more creative about doing things against a deadline. The mentors always give me way better feedback to my works than I would, and they genuinely want us to do a good job. So this is Eduardo's progress from June to November. So as you can see here, his works on June were quite rough, but going to November, it's very polished. You can see it's almost like a professional. It's presentable looking, and you can present it to publishers or publish it online even. And also, here is Garrett's work. So Garrett is grateful for Yazawa sensei for being honest and not holding back on me. She shared some great insight, and I'm glad she has full faith towards me. Thank you so much. So, as you can see here, Garrett's work from October to November is big. So, you can see here the from the rough sketch and then the inked one. Again, this is done traditionally even. So, even the the sound effects, they're done traditionally. So you can see the progress that he has within 1 month. So you've seen our students' results. You've read how happy they are with the community and guidance from our mentors. So the question is, do you want in too? So if you do, type I want in the chat. Let me see you. Let me
Ooh.
see if you want in.
Oh,
Awesome.
look at all of
Yes.
these
Look at all of
enthusiastic
you
people.
look at all of these willing souls ready to be fed into the furnace. Just kidding.
No, no, no. For legal reasons, we are not a
Yes.
cult.
Yes, we are not a cult. Not yet. Just kidding.
No, we're not going to be. We are a learning resource.
Yes.
We're
We are.
respectable.
We sound sus, but we are respectable. Kizara, I didn't see you. Yes. I didn't see But yes, I'm really glad you guys want in. So how about those in YouTube? Do you want in? Type I want in the chat if you do.
Yes, I see some people wanting in on YouTube.
Yes, very nice. Okay.
Lots of young people too, actually.
hmm So if you want to make your time making manga and more productive, then our online one-shot manga drawing program is for you. We are on a mission to accelerate your growth, all while having fun learning together. And of course, you will have these amazing pro mentors to guide you. We have Seth Pastrana, who is a professional webtoon artist, professional in illustrator, and also an anime art mentor for Artillery Philippines. We also have Yazawa Sensei, who is the creator of Wedding Peach, and also with Renesaya, who is also one who is also combined with Yazawa Sensei, has 50 years of manga drawing experience. And of course, we have very our new mentor who just recently, who is Art Crumbs, who made the series God's Bane, and of course the Viz Originals one shot Onami. So, by joining this program, you will be getting to work with these amazing mentors. However, we're not just taking anyone. We want to work with aspiring manga artists who want to be empowered. So, this is for you if you're 18 years old and comfortable to write and speak in English. You're a beginner who wants to learn how to draw manga and start telling your own stories. You have a passion for manga and dream of getting published or winning contests with your original artwork. And if you're seeking confidence and a supportive community to share your art and grow as a manga artist. If this sounds like you, then you're invited to apply and join our one-shot manga drawing program. We only accept applicants who are only 18 years old and above. Okay. So unfortunately, for those who are 18 years old and below, we cannot let you in yet. Uh, let's wait a few more years. When you're above 18 years old, you are free to join. So if you are interested, I want you guys to please book a free manga consultation with us. I'll be sending in the link via chat. Please do save this, and I'll give you a few minutes for this. Please do save this, and I'll give you around a few minutes to save this so that you can answer it later, so that you can book a call with us. Okay, I'll give you around a minute for this. So please do go to the application process and then let me know once you're done. Okay? So you can speed click this or just save this, but let me know if you're done checking the link or saving the link. Okay? Make sure to save this if you cannot do it right now. But if you can, please do book a free consultation call with us. Okay?
Again, this consultation call is free, and it's basically like just asking about exactly if you're a good fit for our course. Because again, we're not just taking anyone, we want those really determined people. Like, it doesn't matter if you're beginners, but you have to be determined
Yes,
for this.
definitely. Okay. So let me ask you this question. This question. Where will you be tomorrow if you start today? Again, where will you be tomorrow if you start today? Now, for those of who are still unsure, I mean, you guys made it all the way to the end of this training. What's holding you back? Every dream, goal, and aspiration is within your reach if you take that first leap of faith. Because if not now, then when? When will you take that first step? Where will you be tomorrow if you start today? I challenge you guys to take that leap. So jump, guys. Just jump.
Jump.
Just jump. Just jump. There's nothing, I mean, if you don't do it, then when? Okay? So just take that leap. Like, if if from that franchise, like they go jump from the ceiling going down, you do that too. Okay? You do that too. Okay, so again, I challenge you guys to take that leap and book that call with us. Again, the link is in the chat, so make sure to click that link. And of course, before we wrap things up, it's time for a Q&A. So are there any questions that you have for us today?
I saw someone raising their hand earlier. Maybe they had a
Yeah,
question.
was it Maximo?
Maximo.
Yes, Maximo. You can type in your chat here. You can type in your question here.
Two questions. All right, let's hear
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. I believe Art Crumbs is in our room here. Hi, hi Jackson.
Right.
Hey, we see
Our,
Hello,
men-
you.
I am
our
here.
mentor art crumbs. Let's all give them a welcome.
Hello.
Hopefully you guys can hear me. Internet's a little spotty right now.
Hi. Hi, Jackson. Hello,
Hi
hello.
guys. Hello to all the YouTube people. Thank you for amusing me.
Yes.
I
So,
appreciate it.
thank you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. So
I saw.
here we have our terms. This is promotion, guys. Yes. So, as a free promotion, please do read Onami and God's Bane if you can. Yes. If you're doubting our mentors, then this will make all of those vanish. Read Onami and God's Bane. Okay.
In all fairness, Yazawa Sensei, Rena Sensei, and Steph are the real pros.
You're a pro too,
They're literally like
Jackson.
working professionals. I'm like semi-pro, so I
No,
aspire to
honey.
be like Yazawa Sensei, Rena Sensei, Steph.
No, honey. We're here now. You're already there. It's fine.
Oh wait, Maximo actually I saw
Yeah.
gave the
Yeah.
question.
Questions.
So, how long is the course? And Coach Saber, I see more of your art is really good. I want to follow. Well, for that second question, you have to join our program for
Yes.
me to answer that. But as for how long is the course, Coach
It
Kana,
will.
I believe we
Yeah.
have like an advantage in learn to draw manga. Can
Yeah.
you tell us about that?
Yes. For the duration of the course, it depends on your speed and your dedication, of course. So I suggest you book that consultation call with us so that we will know how much you can dedicate on this course because it will depend on you, the student, on how you can finish it. Okay?
Yes, and again, emphasis on that coaching call is free. We get to kind of see if you're a good fit for the course, like if you're ready. Again, it's not about if you think you have bad art skills or not. We're here our course is open to all levels of skills. It's just a matter of if we think you're ready
And
to
you're a good fit.
learn. Yeah. And also, we actually have to be wrapping up soon. So, like, are there
Yes.
any more questions before we completely wrap up?
Okay. Is the manga commission like every year or just once a year? And how can I be prepared? Well, manga contest appears once or twice, or depends on how often they are. And you can be prepared for it by, of course, honing your skills and, of course, getting first that consultation call with us, which is again free.
Mm-hmm.
So the log again, how many words should logline be? It should be one sentence, which encompasses all of the stuff that you need to know. Okay. Do you offer mentorship for those who want to create an anime? Majid, unfortunately, this is a learn to draw manga program, not an animation course. Okay.
Understandable. I just wanted to. I was just. I definitely want to. I definitely have a story I want to share. I just wanted to know how to go about it. Because yes,
Mhm.
the idea is for me to create an anime series. I mean, I'm just still trying to figure things out as I go along. But like just taking different ways to approach that. But yeah, like still your your program and the and all the tutorials that you have been showing, and I've been watching those a lot. Definitely got my attention there, so I
Mhm.
thought it
Ooh,
would
thank
be
you. Thank you.
yeah
Thank
to
you. You
yeah
should
So,
to
we're not.
definitely book a call with us then, Majid.
well, thank you
Mhm.
so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely
Again,
book
we're
a
not.
call with us.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead,
this is
sis.
like a learn to draw manga program, right? And Coach Hannah has mentioned it's not exactly for animation. However, we do teach, or our course offers lessons for basic anime drawing alongside learning how to prepare and do your own manga. So it's kind of like, a common resource, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes, because the character designs and the concept art tutorials, and yeah, it's definitely reeled me in there. So I
Mhm.
was looking at some of my own work there, and so like I already had the ideas set up there, but I just also want to make sure like I want to refine without over analyzing things and
Mm-hmm.
not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll
definitely, definitely.
definitely book that coaching call with us. I
Yes,
can see you're
definitely.
very enthusiastic and really happy to see people like you.
Yeah.
All right.
So again,
I
book that coaching call with us, which was in the link earlier. So again,
mhm.
I can put it here. Hold on. Let me just grab that link and share it
Yep.
to you.
And as Coach Hannah is grabbing that link to share with all interested people once again, we are about to wrap up. And
Yes.
I would honestly like to thank everyone for coming, whether you're in Zoom or in YouTube, whether you're watching the VOD, because this is a live stream. Thank you so much for participating in our activities, and thank you, you guys, for like taking that leap to share your story with us.
Yes, definitely. So again, thank you once again for joining us. So please do book that consultation call. Again, it's free. So it's in the link here. Make sure to join us for that consultation call. Okay?
Mm. All right, and thank you once again, everyone. We'd love to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.